Hey there, fantasy enthusiasts. Welcome to an exciting journey through the realms of magic and imagination with Top 10 Filmzone. Today, we've curated a special list of fantasy shows that go beyond the ordinary. It's not your typical fantasy roundup, we're diving into a blend of horror, adventure, and sci-fi, creating a unique and thrilling viewing experience. These shows stand out for their originality and are a must-watch for any fantasy fan. Plus, we've made it super convenient for you by noting down the streaming platforms and a heads up about regional availability. Before we kick off, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share your favorite fantasy series in the comments below. Let the fantasy feast begin. Number 10. 30 Coins Season 2. If you love horror, mystery, and religious conspiracies, you won't want to miss 30 Coins Season 2, the thrilling Spanish series directed and co-written by Alex de la Iglesia. The show follows Father Vergara, an exiled exorcist who gets involved in a supernatural plot involving the 30 coins that Judas received for betraying Jesus. Along with the mayor and the local veterinarian of Pedraza, a small town in Spain, he must face the forces of evil that threaten to unleash the apocalypse. The second season promises more action, suspense, and terror, with new characters played by Paul Giamatti and Najwa Nimri. The production will start this month and the series will debut on HBO in the US and on HBO Max worldwide in 2023. Don't miss this opportunity to watch one of the best European horror series of recent times. You will be hooked from the first episode. Number 9. The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power is a web series created by Patrick McKay and John D. Payne, based on the epic fantasy novels by J.R.R. Tolkien. The series explores the origins and history of the One Ring and the other Rings of Power, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron and his enemies in the Second Age of Middle-earth. The series follows the adventures of various characters, such as the Elf Lord Celebrimbor, the Númenórean King Ear-Pharazôn, the Wizard Gandalf, and the Hobbit Sméagol, as they witness or influence the events that shape the fate of the world. The series also features new locations and cultures, such as the island of Númenor, the Kingdom of Lindon, and the lands of Harad and Run. This epic drama is full of action, adventure, and magic, and will keep you on the edge of your seat. Don't miss this amazing opportunity to explore the rich history and lore of Tolkien's world like never before. Number 8. Teen Wolf Season 6. Are you ready for the final season of this amazing show? Teen Wolf Season 6 is divided into 2 parts, each with 10 episodes. In the first part, Scott and his pack face a new enemy, the Ghost Riders, who can erase people from reality. They also have to deal with the return of Theo, who wants redemption, and the departure of Styles, who is taken by the Ghost Riders. Scott and Lydia try to remember him and bring him back, while also helping a new werewolf, Liam, control his anger issues. In the second part, Scott and his pack prepare to graduate from high school, but they have to deal with another threat, an ancient evil called the Anukkite, who can cause fear and paranoia. They also have to deal with hunters led by Gerard and Monroe, who want to wipe out all supernatural creatures. Scott and his allies have to fight for their lives and their future, while also dealing with their personal relationships and choices. Season 6 is full of action, drama, romance, humor, and surprises. It's a fitting end to a wonderful journey that started in 2011. Number 7. The Umbrella Academy Season 3. The Umbrella Academy Season 3 is a thrilling and hilarious web series that follows the adventures of 7 superpowered siblings who were adopted by a mysterious billionaire. The series is based on the comic books by Gerard Way and Gabriel Ba, and in Season 3, the siblings find themselves in a new timeline where their father is alive and has created a rival team of superheroes called the Sparrow Academy. The Sparrows are led by Ben, who was supposed to be dead in the original timeline. The Umbrella Academy must figure out how to stop a new threat that could end the world, while also dealing with their own personal issues and family drama. The Umbrella Academy Season 3 is a must-watch for fans of sci-fi, comedy, and action. It has everything you could want from a web series: amazing characters, witty dialogue, stunning visuals, catchy music, and plenty of twists and turns. It is also a heartfelt story about finding your place in the world and accepting yourself and others. If you haven't seen it yet, what are you waiting for? Number 6. Ragnarok Season 3. Ragnarok Season 3 is the thrilling conclusion of the hit Norwegian web series that reimagines Norse mythology in a modern setting. The show follows Magna, a teenage boy who discovers he is the reincarnation of Thor, the god of thunder. He must use his newfound powers to fight against the Judal family, a group of ancient giants who pose as wealthy industrialists and secretly control the town of Edda. Along the way, he is joined by other reincarnated gods and goddesses, such as Loki, Freya, and Vidar, who have their own agendas and motivations. In the third season, Magna faces his biggest challenge yet, Ragnarok, the end of the world. The Judals have unleashed a powerful weapon that threatens to destroy Edda and everything Magna holds dear. He must unite his allies and enemies to stop the apocalypse, while also dealing with his personal struggles and relationships. The season is full of action, drama, humor, and surprises, as well as stunning visuals and cinematography. Fans of the show will not be disappointed by this epic finale that wraps up the story in a satisfying way. Number 5. The OA Season 2. If you loved the first season of the OA, you're in for a treat with the second one. The OA Season 2 takes us to a new dimension where Prairie, now called Nina, is a wealthy heiress living in San Francisco. But she doesn't remember her past life or her mission to find her friends who are still trapped by Hap, the evil scientist who experimented on them. Hap, meanwhile, has also jumped to this dimension and is working as a psychiatrist at a mysterious clinic. He has brought his captives with him, except for Homer, who is now his colleague but doesn't recognize him. The OA Season 2 also introduces us to Kareem, a private detective who is hired to find a missing girl named Michelle. His investigation leads him to a haunted house that is connected to an online game called Q Symphony. The game promises to reveal the secrets of the universe to those who can solve its puzzles. The OA Season 2 is full of twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It also expands the mythology of the show and introduces new characters and concepts that will blow your mind. The OA Season 2 is a masterpiece of storytelling that you don't want to miss. Number 4. A Discovery of Witches. A Discovery of Witches is a web series based on the All Souls trilogy by Deborah Harkness. It follows the adventures of Diana Bishop, historian and reluctant witch, who stumbles upon a mysterious manuscript that holds the secrets of her heritage and the magical world. She also meets and falls in love with Matthew Claremont, a charming and enigmatic vampire, who helps her unravel the mysteries of the book and protect her from the dangers that lurk in the shadows. Together, they travel across time and space, encountering allies and enemies from different eras and factions, as they try to prevent a war that could destroy everything they hold dear. A Discovery of Witches is a captivating and romantic series that blends history, fantasy, and science in a thrilling and magical way. Number 3. Sweet Home Season 3. Sweet Home Season 3 is the thrilling conclusion of the hit Korean web series based on the webtoon by Youngwoo Jang. The series follows Cha Hyun-soo, a suicidal teenager who moves into a rundown apartment complex after his family dies in a car accident. There, he discovers that some of the residents have turned into grotesque monsters due to a mysterious infection. Along with other survivors, he must fight for his life and find a way to escape the building. Season 3 picks up where Season 2 left off, with Hyun-soo and the others facing a new threat, a group of armed soldiers who claim to be from the government. They are hunting down the infected and anyone who gets in their way. Hyun-soo and his friends must decide whether to trust them or not, while also dealing with their own personal issues and secrets. Meanwhile, the infection spreads outside the apartment complex, creating more chaos and danger in the city. Sweet Home Season 3 is a gripping and emotional finale that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The series also explores themes such as survival, morality, identity, and humanity. If you are a fan of zombie apocalypse or monster movies, you will love Sweet Home Season 3. Number 2. The Sandman. If you are a fan of fantasy, horror, and mythology, you will love The Sandman, the web series based on the acclaimed comic book by Neil Gaiman. The Sandman follows the adventures of Dream, also known as Morpheus, the Lord of Dreams and one of the 7 endless, powerful beings who embody universal aspects of existence. Dream was captured in 1916 by a group of occultists who wanted to harness his power, but he managed to escape in 1988 and began to rebuild his realm, the Dreaming, and his influence over the world of humans. Along the way, he encounters various characters from different mythologies, histories, and realities, such as Lucifer, Shakespeare, Death, and John Constantine. The Sandman is a rich and imaginative story that explores themes of destiny, responsibility, love, and loss. The web series is created by Neil Gaiman, David S. Goyer, and Alan Heinberg, and stars Tom Sturridge as Dream, along with an amazing cast of supporting actors. Don't miss this epic adaptation of one of the most celebrated graphic novels of all time. Honorable mention. Interview with the Vampire. The classic vampire tale is back with a fresh twist. Follow Louis, Lestat, and Claudia as they explore their dark desires and face their enemies in this thrilling adaptation of Anne Rice's novel.
What are you? I'm a vampire.
Love, Death and Robots Season 3. Love, Death and Robots Season 3 is a mind-blowing web series that explores the themes of love, death, and robots in different genres and animation styles. It's a must-watch for sci-fi fans.
Is a perfect organic system. We can bring order to the chaos of human expansion.
Number 1. Good Omens Season 2. Good Omens Season 2 is a web series based on the novel by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. It follows the adventures of the angel Aziraphale and the demon Crowley, who have become friends after working together to stop the apocalypse. In this season, they face new challenges and enemies, such as the return of the Antichrist, the rise of a new cult, and the interference of heaven and hell. Along the way, they also discover more about their past, their feelings, and their destiny. The series is a brilliant mix of comedy, fantasy, and drama, with witty dialogue, stunning visuals, and amazing performances. The show is faithful to the spirit of the book, but also adds new twists and surprises that will delight fans and newcomers alike. Good Omens Season 2 is a must-watch for anyone who loves a good story, a good laugh, and a good message. It is a celebration of friendship, humanity, and free will, with a touch of divine intervention. Don't miss it. If you enjoyed these top fantasy web series suggestions, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel to watch more videos featuring the best and latest web series and movies. Thank you.